Today, we revisit All in the Family, the groundbreaking series that combined humor, heart, and unforgettable characters who reflected the joys and struggles of everyday life. Over the years, many of the incredible talents who helped bring that world to life have sadly passed away. Whether they were mainstays or appeared in just a memorable episode, every actor left a spark that stayed with us long after the screen faded to black. Carroll O'Connor, the beloved American actor who brought warmth, wit, and extraordinary charm to generations of audiences, passed away on June 21, 2001 at the age of 76 due to a heart attack brought on by complications from diabetes, leaving behind a legacy that forever changed American television. He is most remembered for his iconic portrayal of Archie Bunker in All in the Family from 1971 to 1979, and its continuation Archie Bunker's Place from 1979 to 1983, a role that won him 4 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe, and made him the face of a groundbreaking show that tackled social issues like race, gender, and politics with humor and honesty. Born on August 2, 1924, in Manhattan, New York, to Edward Joseph O'Connor, a lawyer, and Elise Patricia O'Connor, a teacher, Carroll was the eldest of 3 sons and spent his childhood in Elmhurst and Forest Hills, Queens, experiencing a life shaped by both privilege and personal tragedy, including the death of his brother Hugh in a motorcycle accident in 1961. In 1941, he enrolled at Wake Forest University, but left when the United States entered World War II, and after being rejected by the Navy, served in the Merchant Marines. After the war, he studied at the University of Montana, where he became interested in theater and met his future wife, Nancy Fields, marrying her in Dublin, Ireland, in 1951. He completed his undergraduate studies at University College Dublin in 1952, performing in theatrical productions at the Gate Theatre and across Europe before returning to New York in 1954, where he taught high school while pursuing acting. Carroll's early television appearances in the 1960s included roles on Bonanza, The Fugitive, Dr. Kildare, and I Spy, while his film work featured Cleopatra 1963, Kelly's Heroes 1970, and Lonely Are the Brave 1962, often portraying authority figures. When Norman Lear cast him as Archie Bunker in 1971, O'Connor brought depth and nuance to a character who, despite his prejudices, revealed vulnerability, love for his family, and a reflection of societal tensions, making the show one of the most influential sitcoms of the 1970s. After All in the Family ended, Carroll continued to shine in the heat of the night from 1988 to 1995 as Police Chief Bill Gillespie, even directing episodes and mentoring his son Hugh, who appeared in the series. His personal life, however, was marked by profound sorrow, including the tragic suicide of his son Hugh in 1995, after which Carroll dedicated himself to advocacy against drug abuse, creating the Hugh O'Connor Memorial Law in California. Even as his health declined in the late 1990s due to diabetes and multiple surgeries, Carroll continued to work, making his final appearance in Return to Me 2000. Carroll O'Connor's extraordinary talent, humanity, and dedication to both his craft and family made him not just a television legend, but a deeply respected figure whose work and life story continue to touch and inspire audiences around the world. Isabel Sanford, the legendary American actress and comedian whose laughter and warmth lit up every screen she graced, peacefully passed away on the 9th of July, 2004, at the age of 86 from natural causes, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire generations. She is eternally remembered for her unforgettable portrayal of Louise Jefferson, the sharp-witted, loving, and often hilariously wise wife of George Jefferson on the groundbreaking CBS sitcoms All in the Family in the early 1970s, and its beloved spin-off The Jeffersons, which carried audiences through the late 1970s and well into the mid-1980s. For this role, Isabel not only became a household name, but also made television history in 1981 by becoming the first African-American actress to win a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series, a milestone she held alone for decades. Born Eloise Gwendolyn Sanford in the vibrant Harlem neighborhood of New York City near the end of August in 1917, she was the youngest of 7 children and the only one to survive beyond infancy, growing up in a devout household where her mother, Josephine, insisted she attend church every week, sometimes even on weeknights. From a young age, Isabel dreamt of performing, but her mother feared the entertainment world would lead to degradation. Yet Isabel quietly pursued her passion, sneaking into local clubs to sing and act, even earning 3rd place in an amateur night at the legendary Apollo Theater. After finishing high school, she joined Harlem's American Negro Theater and the Star Players, making her professional stage debut in 1946 in On Strivers Row, while also working as a key-punch operator at IBM to support herself. In her mid-20s, she married William Edward, Sonny Richmond, and had 3 children, but after a tumultuous marriage that eventually ended in separation, she made the courageous decision in 1960 to move to Los Angeles with her children to pursue her acting career fully. There, she was soon invited to join the national production of Here Today by Tallulah Bankhead, and by the mid-1960s, she made her Broadway debut in James Baldwin's The Amen Corner, a performance that caught the attention of Hollywood, leading to her film debut in 1967 as Tilly Pinks, the no-nonsense maid in Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, where she delivered a performance that resonated far beyond her screen time. When television producer Norman Lear cast her as Louise Jefferson, Isabel's combination of humor, heart, and authenticity brought the character to life, and together with Sherman Hemsley, she became part of one of television's most beloved duos. The Jeffersons went on to run for over a decade, becoming a cultural phenomenon, earning Isabel multiple Emmy and Golden Globe nominations, and cementing her place in television history. Even after the series ended in the mid-1980s, Isabel remained active, appearing in shows like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Living Single, Dream On, and The Steve Harvey Show, as well as movies including Original Gangstas, while also reprising her role as Louise Jefferson in touring stage productions and lending her voice to animated favorites like The Simpsons, where she made her final appearance shortly before her death. In the final months of her life, after preventive surgery on her carotid artery in late 2003, her health gradually declined, and she was hospitalized at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, passing away quietly 5 days later with her family by her side. Isabel Sanford's journey from a young girl sneaking out in Harlem to a trailblazing Emmy-winning actress serves as a testament to her resilience, talent, and enduring impact, ensuring that the joy and laughter she brought to the world will never be forgotten. Bea Arthur, the beloved American actress and comedienne who brought warmth, wit, and extraordinary charm to generations of audiences, passed away on April 25, 2009 at the age of 86 after a brave battle with lung cancer, leaving behind a legacy of groundbreaking performances and a life dedicated to art, humor, and compassion. She is forever remembered for her unforgettable role as Maud Findlay, the sharp-tongued, fiercely independent cousin of Edith Bunker on All in the Family, a character whose wit and courage challenged societal norms and led to her own groundbreaking series Maude, where she tackled controversial topics of the time, from women's rights to abortion, winning her first Emmy Award in 1977. Later, she captivated audiences as Dorothy Zbornak on The Golden Girls, the pragmatic, wisecracking, and deeply empathetic friend living in Miami, where her chemistry with Betty White, Rue McClanahan, and Estelle Getty brought laughter and heart into millions of homes and earned her another Emmy in 1988. Born Bernice Frankel on May 13, 1922 in Brooklyn, New York, to Jewish immigrant parents, Rebecca from Austria and Philip from Poland, Bea grew up with two sisters in a household that valued determination and resilience. Her family moved to Cambridge, Maryland, where they ran a women's clothing shop, and from an early age, she showed remarkable intellect and a striking presence, standing tall and confident even amidst serious health challenges like a blood clotting disorder as a teenager. She attended Linden Hall boarding school in Pennsylvania and later studied at Blackston College for Girls before answering the call to serve her country during World War II, joining the United States Marine Corps Women's Reserve in 1943, where she trained and worked as a typist, truck driver, and dispatcher, ultimately achieving the rank of Staff Sergeant, a testament to her courage and pioneering spirit. After the war, Bea pursued her lifelong passion for acting, enrolling at the dramatic workshop of the New School in New York City, where she honed her craft and began a distinguished stage career. Her early theater work included the off-Broadway production of the Threepenny Opera and the original Broadway production of Fiddler on the Roof, where she stole the spotlight as Yente the Matchmaker, and in 1966, she earned critical acclaim and a Tony Award for her performance as Vera Charles in Mame, a role she reprised in the 1974 film adaptation alongside Lucille Ball. Transitioning to television, Bea broke barriers with her sharp comedic timing, unapologetic delivery, and fearless approach to social issues, all while managing the demands of raising her two adopted sons with her second husband, director Gene Saks, whom she married in 1950 and divorced in 1978. Even after retiring from regular television work, she continued to grace the stage with her one-woman shows, tour with performances such as Bea Arthur on Broadway, Just Between Friends, and lend her voice to animated series like Futurama, while passionately advocating for causes she believed in, including animal rights and support for LGBTQ+ youth, generously donating to the Ollie Forney Center, which continues to operate the Bea Arthur residence in her honor. Her private, introverted nature belied a fierce intelligence, a compassionate heart, and a sharp sense of humor that made her beloved by colleagues and fans alike. And when she passed, the Broadway community dimmed the marquees in her honor. Friends and co-stars reflected on her generosity, talent, and indomitable spirit, cementing her place as not just a legendary actress, but as a guiding light who used her fame to leave the world a better, kinder, and brighter place.